to Pastor Michael Smith show. Illuminati News Hour on the Gospel Radio Show. Yeah, you're tuning into the Pastor Michael Show on Gospel Talk Radio Show.
Hey people, so we have a country legend great, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Kenny Rogers, you know what I'm saying, born 1938. Remember that number, 38, big sacrificial number. That's a 38. When you see anything as far as a celebrity dying or, you know what I'm saying, going through something, and a 38 is involved, whether they 38 years old or whether they was born in 1938, you best believe it's a sacrifice. Don't believe me? Look at this song, Murder by Numbers. It's by the Police. It's by the rock band group, the Police. It's called Murder by Numbers. When you look at that album, you will see how it says murder by numbers. The B is turned into an 8 and the E is turned into a 3. Those are the only letters that is turned into switched around. The B is turned into an 8 and the E is turned into a 3. Murder by Numbers by the Police. You know what I'm saying? Killing is as simple as 1, 2, 3. So when I say, you know what I'm saying, this man was a sacrifice, and if you want to know who sacrificed this guy, well, all you have to do is, because I did a report on this guy and Dolly Parton a couple of weeks ago. This guy and Dolly Parton was in the news. Actually, Dolly Parton was being celebrated. Something happened with Dolly Parton. And they said, is whatever happened, it was in the news, it said, whatever happened to Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers' relationship? Why didn't they never seem to come together? And I did that report. It was just in the news a couple of weeks ago. And what did I tell you guys? I said, this not in the news for nothing. I said, something is going down. Somebody is going to be sacrificed. I said it was either going to be Dolly Parton or Kenny Rogers. That's what I said. Well, now we look at it as Kenny Rogers. Now, I remember back when I was 16, when I was at the legal age to work, my first job was working at Kenny Roasters. It was a Kenny Rogers restaurant. Yeah, Kenny Rogers had his own restaurant chain. It was called Kenny Roasters. And, you know what I'm saying, inside the restaurant, they had the chickens on a spick. You know what I'm saying, I was in charge of putting the chicken on the spick. You know what I'm saying, like 6 chickens goes on a spick. And then the spick goes into the rotisserie oven. That was my job. My job was to put the chickens on a spick, you know what I'm saying, and I got the hot gloves, put the spick, open the rotisserie oven, and put the spick on the rotisserie oven. I was doing this at the age of 16 at Kenny Roasters. I remember that. You know what I'm saying? Because in all of his restaurants, you see his platinum albums and his gold albums on the wall. They playing his music. You know what I'm saying? And it was a nice restaurant environment he had there. And that was in New York. I remember, you know what I'm saying? I was making good money working at Kenny Roasters. Thank you, Kenny Roasters. You helped me buy my first car. I want to thank you for that, Kenny Roasters, for giving me the opportunity to be a nice tax-paying citizen. Yeah. I remember my tax refund check paid for my first car, a 1989 Toyota Camry. burgundy Toyota Camry. You know what I'm saying? I put a system in that bad boy. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't tell me nothing. Thank you, Kenny Roasters. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why. I guess his restaurants went out of business by now. But you know what I'm saying? That was way back in then the early 90s. But anyway, this man was born in 1938, sacrificed, and I believe, now I could be wrong, but the tables add up, and you know what I'm saying? Dolly Parton sacrificed Kenny Rogers. Dolly Parton sacrificed Kenny Rogers. That's a damn shame, people. You know what I'm saying? And I said this because like I said a couple of weeks ago, you know what I'm saying, they came out with the, you know what I'm saying, in the news, they was talking about Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers, you know what I'm saying, you remember they did that duet, when they did that duet, you know what I'm saying, and when they came out with that news story a couple of weeks ago, they was wondering why Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton never became a couple. Well, are they a couple now? And you're the only one that's making noise behind, you know what I'm saying, Kenny Rogers' death is Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton will sacrifice damn Kenny Rogers. Ain't that a damn shame? I seen this news story. I said I did this news report. Anyway, this is news. I want to thank you all for tuning in, logging on to another episode of Illuminati News Hour right here on Gospel Talk Radio. I am your host. I'm your pastor, Mr. Michael Smith. If you are new to this channel, please tap that subscribe button. Hit that like button if you like this show. Hit that hate button if you hate this show. Hit that comment button, leave a question or a comment on this show. Also, don't forget, check out gospel singer Camilla Bates. She just dropped a brand new single of her debut album called I Am God's Greatest Creation. It's over on iTunes right now. You can check out her website, click on the link in the description box below. Also, you can click on the link to our podcast show, our weekly podcast show, every week at about 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our weekly podcast show. Check that out. Both links in the description box below. Till next time, stay tuned. God bless you.
You are tuning in to Pastor Michael Smith Show. Illuminati News Hour on the Gospel Radio Show. Yeah, you are tuning into the Pastor Michael Show on Gospel Talk Radio Show. Coronavirus, you won't get the best of me. Coronavirus, there is no defeat to me. Coronavirus, got the people going crazy. Coronavirus, there is no stopping me. Coronavirus, you won't defeat me. Yeah, coronavirus, there is no